Hi everyone, today I want to address a prevalent misconception in modern society, the misguided comparison of women's development to that of men. This misunderstanding often overlooks the complex realities that shape individual experiences and growth. From a young age, women are frequently encouraged to adhere to a narrative that positions their progress in relation to men, which can lead to confusion and pressure at various stages of their lives. This tendency becomes especially apparent during pivotal moments, such as when young women are expected to make significant choices about their futures. They often feel the weight of societal expectations to settle down with a commendable partner, which can overshadow their personal aspirations and achievements. This pressure to conform to a narrow definition of success can stifle individuality and lead to a distorted view of what fulfillment truly means. It's crucial that we recognize and challenge these assumptions, creating a more inclusive understanding of women's journeys that honors their unique paths. Let's delve deeper into this topic and explore how we can better support women in embracing their own definitions of success. There are several reasons why young women reach their revelation period and grow up, including developing to want responsibility, failure to secure an alpha or less than alpha partner, concern for her place in sisterhood, the desire for financial stability, and hypergamy or anxiety. If she passes up a huge potential marriage, she will be demoted since married women are considered more valuable than single women. These are not the only reasons why women seek responsibility, but they play an important role. We also need to remember that the role of women in public and social norms is true. Men who blame women's bad behavior because of their talent always forget how society forces them to act a certain way. Women work for their own advancement, but they work within the rules of society. Imagine a working wife and an unemployed single mother. What both of them get is financial security. Now let's talk about the issue with professional girls. Real women often focus on their work over personal relationships. Most women do what men do, and there are many things that make this possible. After thinking about what women do as they get older, let's look at the reasons. At the age of 18, they are supposed to be adults, grow out of childhood, get married, start a family, and get a job. That's the everyday rule for men of your age. You grow up, get a new job, join the military, become a financial expert, and then start a family. In your time, women need a different approach to men. They need to learn what it is like to be a woman, to find a good partner, and to keep a family. In distant families, these women did what they taught their daughters. They helped a girl become a bride. Parents watched and watched over their sons and daughters. The gender equality theory and the idea that humans can be compared to a perfect gender has led to the idea that men and women are equal. However, we know that women want this equality and are moving forward in women's rights. At this point, we have to think of this as a social problem. Men are supposed to accumulate wealth through hardships, personal growth, and success, because men are supposed to provide. This growing season was hidden from the women. The young were sent into the forest in various communities to learn how to survive on their own. This goes back to the basic foundations of society. Young people often move among other men, guided by brothers and sisters, fathers, uncles, family friends, and colleagues. Today's women need to date and try to develop their tastes, gain experience, and then start a family. Sexuality is the main value of women. Most women's eyelashes are formed during curling. A young woman who has a short-term relationship is like a woman who has sex before dating. Few follow the cycle of masculinity's growth away from power and wealth. Masculinity attracts masculinity. Professional women are doomed by two factors. Their mistaken belief that men like their jobs. She believes it will be fun. She doesn't know that this only applies to boys. Every woman wants a partner who is better than herself. When women reach the end of the growth cycle after puberty, not because of other women, they expect to calm down. Everyone hopes that when he grows up, he'll be ready to settle down. So the relatives who let him stay for long periods of time while he was growing up are starting to question when he'll be old enough to settle down. As we wrap up today's news, Let's think carefully about the dynamics at play. Young women are often looking for what we call bid'a to increase their social status and financial security. This arrangement can be compared to a beautiful relationship, one that enhances its overall appearance with support and stability. But it is important to remember that in this situation, his life can take a back seat. He becomes a means to an end, a stepping stone in his journey to self-discovery and maturity. If the relationship fails, it is often attributed to his ignorance. He becomes a man who has grown and learned from his past mistakes. After all, growing up is a difficult process, and sometimes we don't really see it until we go through ups and downs. Finally, this dynamic speaks to the complexity of new relationships and the pressures of societal expectations. It's about living in the moment, making choices that reflect our evolving identity, and sometimes having the consequences when those choices don't lead to the expected results. If you found this review useful, if you have an idea to share, please subscribe and click the arrow icon for notifications about our new videos. Join our forum to dive deeper into these topics and explore the complexities of relationships, maturity, and personal growth. Thank you very much for visiting, and best wishes for future visits.